What's up, everyone? I'm gonna wait a few more minutes so I can wait for people to start trickling in. But while we are waiting, if you look at SPY over here, currently we did break this downtrend over here. We're kind of in this flag right now. Looks like we're going in the uptrend over here. I'll have to see, but so far SPY does look really weak right now. You can say this is kind of like a rounded bottom over here on the 5 minute. Uh, for me, if SPY is going to be bullish, I'm going to wait for SPY to hold the 9 EMA on the 15 minute over here, which is around $417.07. That's my indicator of that SPY is going to be bullish and possibly fill the gap here today. So far it looks like it's holding. But as you guys can see, I do have flow pulled up next to my screen. Basically, a flow it's basically just a way of seeing what the big buyers are buying. Usually, hedge funds control like 90% of the market. They control, whatever they buy, they probably are buying it for a good reason. My screen over here is too small, so you can't really see the premium of the flow, but usually that's going to help. Usually flow over $1 million is really going to help. So if I filter this to over $1 million, you can see that there were like mostly puts that were bought. This one was bought at 12.12, which was when we were consolidating. So that's basically flow. Hold on. Yeah, so currently the last flow that was recorded was at 12.20, and there were two contracts being sold that were puts, which is bullish. Currently SPY looks like it is pushing actually. The good sign here is that we did close above the 9 EMA for SPY. So let's go on the 5 minute and see what happened. So yeah, we did break out of the bull flag over here. What's up, everyone? I'm gonna answer some questions while we watch SPY, because currently it is lunchtime, and playing the option during lunchtime is going to be extremely slow, and time decay is probably going to eat it all up. So I'm going to wait to see a confirmation. Currently for Intel, the reason why I averaged down on Intel was because it did break a falling wedge, and sure enough it did. I'm going to have to see if Intel actually holds this price, or if it decides to fall back. But if you go in a larger time frame, Intel's going to need to hold that 15 EMA just like SPY. And yeah, let's see if we can limit our losses or potentially break even and play out that inverse head and shoulders. Intel does look like it's kind of forming like a rounded bottom over here. You can kind of see it is like bottoming out over here. So while I look at this, I'm going to answer some questions. What broker do I use? I use E-Trade for my long-term positions and my leaps, but I use Robinhood for day trading and swing trading, because the user interface is just really friendly there. How do you set a stop loss on Robinhood? I can't really show you right now because I'm on my computer right now, but there are a lot of helpful YouTube videos that actually show you, so you should definitely check those out. SPY looks like it's trying to hold on to the 9 EMA. We're like right on top of it. Do you chart SPY or ES? I chart futures whenever markets are closed, but I do chart SPY right now. So yeah, SPY looks like it's trying to hold on for dear life on that 9 EMA. So we're just gonna have to see. Let's see here. Let's take a look at flow real quick. For flow, SPY flow. Really nothing going on actually. I'm gonna take a look at QQQ flow. This one was at 12:15, so looks like hedge funds are eating lunch right now. There's really no flow going on right now. Last time we checked, this was a sell. I'm gonna go on my different screen to see if. Okay, so this sell was a $1 million put that was sold, which is really good news. So this is really good news. There was a put that was bought worth $1.12 million. So I guess those two equal out. So Currently, we are in a consolidation stage. We'll just have to see if more calls are being bought. So let's take a look at SPY again. There's really not much going on with SPY. The two puts that were recently sold were around like 200k, so not that much, not too significant, but still good news. Looks like we are holding on to that 9 on SPY. Let's see here. Okay, let's find a play now. So I did average down on Intel a few minutes ago because it was breaking out that falling wedge over here. I can draw it again. It's not the most perfect one. It is kind of messy, but it worked out at the end. As you can see over here, it is holding on to the 9 EMA, but we're going to need more movement for me to be confident because it's going to need to hold on to that 9 EMA on the 15. So currently, let's see. Let me check chat right now. How do I find stocks to trade options? So usually for stocks I trade options with, I trade mostly like blue chip stocks, larger cap stocks, and the reason I do that is just because it's easier to trade options on there. Because if you trade options on like a small cap stock, like a penny stock, it's going to be really hard to buy at the price that you want to buy it, and it's really hard to sell at the price that you want to sell at because the bid and ask spread is going to be really huge, and there's just not that much volume in open interest, which isn't really friendly for options. So I usually just chart out like so I usually play like larger cap stocks, like tech stocks, like Apple, Amazon. Well, not Amazon because contracts are really expensive, but like Apple, Tesla, Intel, AMD, those companies. Facebook is one of my favorites. Twitter, as some people may remember, is one of my favorites too. So I like to chart those. Let's see. Okay, so SPY is like currently just holding on, I think. Let's take a look. Oh, okay, so it did kind of break it. Looks like we're still consolidating over here. You can say this is kind of like a pretty messy inverse head and shoulders. I won't really call that an inverse head and shoulders right here. There is some kind of like resistance over here. I can like try to like chart out some resistance. So okay, so this is kind of like resistance. So looks like we are forming like an ascending triangle kind of thing. It's pretty messy. I don't really like it. And if we want to, we can go into 3 minute too. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we are kind of forming an ascending triangle. The way we look for confirmation to actually play a call on this is to actually, we need to wait for SPY to actually hold the 9 EMA, which is 417.1 on the 15 minute. Currently we're below that, so we're going to need to hold that for me to be confident that we can play a call on it. Oh, looks like we did kind of break support over here. Let's see. This is really messy. You can either so you can chart like this, but oh, I'm pretty sure Tim is calling me. Yep, Tim is calling me. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my Discord on Do Not Disturb. Okay. So looks like we did kind of break to the downside on here. I mean, if we mess around with this, I can. This wick is pretty low, so I can mess around. Yeah, so we did break to the downside. We are still holding the 9 EMA over here on the 3 minute, which is good. Another way for confirmation is to wait for the 9 EMA to cross over the 21 EMA. That's also a good indicator that we're in a reversal, or that we can start one. Of course, if it happens over a larger time frame, it's better. Currently, it happened over the 5 minute time frame, which is good. Which means that we can see a reversal soon, but on the 15 minute, we're still working on holding on to that 9 EMA over here. You can say this is kind of like an inverse head and shoulders. Not the best looking one. Yeah, definitely not the best looking one. Let's take a look at flow right now. Alright, so we did a SPY put was just bought. 261k for SPY put. Sorry about that. So let me take a look at QQQ calls. Looks like SPY has been getting weighed down by the Dow lately, so let's see here. Sorry, I'm just flipping through my tabs over here. So QQQ. Okay, so there were two calls that were either bought or sold. We don't really know. Those two calls were, one of them worth 1.78 million, the other worth 201k. Okay, so their strikes are at 340, which is, I would assume that would be a call bot, because right before that there was a put bot with the same expiration, same trading size. So I'm assuming this person's just buying puts and calls at the same time. Alright, now let's try to find a play actually. Okay, let's take a look. So SPY looks like it is holding on to that 9 EMA, which is good news. Intel looks like it's consolidating. I did average down on it. We're gonna have to see where it goes near the end of the day. And also, beware that triple witching or is it quad witching, one of those two is happening today. You know, markets are going to get really volatile around 3 p.m. That's where you know, hedge funds decide whether or not to, like, you know, that's when all their options expire, like futures, you know, options and all that stuff. We're just gonna have to see if they, you know, is bullish on the market or if, you know, they're bearish. If they're bearish, then, you know, we can crash a lot more. But let's see. Someone says Coinbase. Let's take a look at Coinbase. Okay, I can't really go into 5-minute for this one. 15-minute. 15-minute doesn't really look that friendly. Let's only go to 30-minute. Or the 1 hour. Let's go on the 1 hour and see what happened. Okay, so Coinbase. Ooh, okay. Currently, Coinbase does look like it's in the process of filling this gap over here. Let's just draw a line out to make it clear. So the gap is around 224.4. Currently, we're at 230. We can take a look at Coinbase flow to better help us. So coin. Alright, so they were put spot for Coinbase. Okay, so at 12:02 there was a $2 million put that was bought, and then some smaller bullish flow, so it can go back down and fill this gap down here. I know crypto stocks really love filling gaps. Like I know Riot, Mara, they love filling gaps. Like especially, see Riot over here, it created this big gap over here today. Oh no, this was yesterday, and it looks like it's filling the gap. Looks like Riot is actually in the bear flag right now. We can go on a larger time frame. Yeah, it looks like Riot is actually bear flagging. It bounced off the 9 over here, which means that it's still in the downtrend. It does look like a good scalp if we were playing over here. Let's see. How do you access option flow software? So the program is called TradyTix. I can put a link in the chat for you. This is the link, TradyTix. It is a really good tool to, you know what hedge funds are buying. What you know, you can better predict what direction a stock is going to go to. Riot does look like a good short right now, but the problem is I don't know if it's gonna like bounce off somewhere down here, or if it's gonna, you know, keep going down and fill that gap. Keep in mind that markets do close in around 3 hours, so if I want to play this, I will need to have more confirmation. But let's find a better pattern. Let's look at AMD. AMD has been doing really well lately. Okay, AMD, it looks kind of bearish. I mean, you have one high over here, another high, but then we reject over here, which kind of, it can be a head and shoulders. This can be a head and shoulders actually. Let's see here. So we got resistance somewhere like here, I guess. Support, I mean. We got the first shoulder, head, second shoulder. We did break the 9. Yeah, maybe. I feel like SPY's falling by itself. Yeah, SPY's not looking so good now. As I said, we can be forming that inverse head and shoulders. Let's see, on the 15-minute. Ooh, okay. So it looks like there was like a tiny rising wedge over here, so you can see over here. Alright, so there was a rising wedge, so this breakout's normal. If we look at SPY flow, okay, 2 puts were just bought. Someone asked me if I was still bullish on UAL. I am. It did go up 2% today, which is really good. The reason why I said that you guys probably couldn't cut it was because, you know, it broke support over here. I originally had this charted out, this falling wedge. It did break that, but it looks like we did reclaim it today. Also, a giant time frame, you can see there's like this giant cup over here that formed for UAL, and this falling wedge would be the handle if it actually does play out. We can go on a smaller time frame. Alright, 3 hour. Actually, no. Yeah, 4 hour looks the best for the falling wedge. Maybe the 1 day. Actually, yeah, the 1 day looks alright. You can kind of see that it did reclaim the falling wedge over here. Bounced right off resistance today. So we're gonna have to wait and see. I think this might break out next week, depending on whether or not it actually holds the support, because it did break through once. Yeah, UAL is interesting. It's been falling along with the Dow, as you can see. The Dow has been doing really crap lately. This giant around the top. And yeah, SPY has been falling with the Dow lately, like especially yesterday. You can see on the 15-minute. The Dow fell, so SPY also fell. So in order for SPY to recover, I guess, you're going to need tech plus the Dow to go up. The other day it was just tech rocketing, but Dow was like weighing down the SPY, so SPY was just flat. Currently the Dow does not look so nice. This looks like around the top over here. 9 EMA just crossed the 21 to the downside, which means that we're going back into a downtrend. Looks like we just rejected the 9 EMA, so it doesn't look so good so far. Let's look at Snap. Let's try to get a play in. Whoa, okay. Wow. So let me look at Snap over here. Snap is currently up. Hold on 1 second. It's up 2% today. Okay. So it looks like it broke out of this inverse head and shoulders. Wow, I did not see that. Wow. Okay. Let's look at flow for Snap. Snap looks interesting. Let me take a look at flow. Alright, so looks like a couple people are selling their calls. Not that big of a deal. If I do scroll down, more calls being bought. Looks like there are any. I think there were 2 puts at like 12.28, which let's see how much they're worth. They're worth like 25k. That's not too relevant, and it was a long time ago. But they were probably playing that that consolidation. So let's first look for a pattern on Snap. So for Snap, let's go into smaller. Let's go into 5-minute. All right. So it looks like it is consolidating. Doesn't look too nice in my opinion. It looks like we're going for like a bounce on the 9. I think. Let's go. Okay, 1 minute doesn't look so nice. 3 minute. Okay. So on this consolidation, I guess it's kind of like a pennant kind of thing. Not even a pennant. I don't even know what this is kind of like a pennant. You can also argue that this is an ascending triangle by playing the wicks and the body of the candle. So like this. Looks like we got a ton of scout wicks up. We have scout wick all the way up to 64. Ascending triangle over here. So in order for me to actually know when to enter a call for this is when it breaks above the resistance plus. Okay, see, look, Snap just went down. So a good thing we didn't buy a call. The way I know when Snap goes, we should buy a call is when it breaks resistance plus it forms a new candlestick above resistance and holds it. That's my ultimate confirmation signal to actually enter a call. If we enter the call over there, as you just saw, Snap did kind of take a nosedive for a second. So that's why confirmation is important. Yes, you might be late. If you enter call here instead of entering a call here, you would make more money entering it here. But oh, looks like we did open below support, so we're gonna have to see where this goes. But yeah, confirmation is always important. You may make a little less money, but that still outweighs the fact that you're guessing a direction a stock is gonna go. So okay. So we're gonna see if it reclaims that support. Alright, so looks like we have to reclaim that support to actually see if we can play snap. It doesn't look so nice so far. Well, it looks like we are reclaiming it. Let's see. Flow. Let's take a look at snap flow. So snap flow. People are selling their calls, which makes sense because it is consolidating and it can also break to the downside. Ascending triangles don't always break to the upside. As we look at SPY, SPY is also falling. So snap is probably going to go along with it, or with the whole market in general. We can also take a look at QQQ. Okay, QQQ actually looks like it has an inverse head and shoulders actually. You can see 15-minute doesn't look as clean as, let's take a look at 3-minute. So yeah, the 3-minute chart, or maybe even the 5-minute chart, you can see that snap does have an inverse head and shoulders. Sorry, not snap, QQQ. I'm trying to look for my head and shoulders tool. So this is the left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. Let's see if we can actually hold this. Resistance for QQQ would be the gap over here, so somewhere around this price over here. I'll put it at the body over here. The secondary neckline, so the other neckline, which is somewhere around here where we rejected. I would say there would be another so this currently is support, I guess, but if we go under it, that's going to turn into resistance. So it looks like we did bounce off here, which is good news. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on QQQ. Let's look at QQQ flow, shall we? So, wow, okay. So there was a $1.75 million put that was just sold for QQQ, which was this one right here. So that is good news. Markets are going to be really choppy when both puts and calls are both sold and bought. This can also be a bear flag, so we're going to need a lot more confirmation to actually play a call on this. So far everything's really slow because it is lunchtime, and stocks usually move slow during like this 12 to 1 p.m. period. But let's take a look at snap. Okay, I missed snap. Okay, so let's see. For snap, we're gonna need to break above. We're gonna need to. This new candlestick needs to hold above resistance. We can retest resistance over here. So let's take a look. I do have a snap contract in mind. Okay, so yeah, so we immediately went back down. Let's see. So we immediately went back down. Let's see if we test support again. This can very well be a rising wedge actually, now that I think about it. Actually not really. I don't know. This looks interesting. I guess if we, this can be a rising wedge actually. Yeah, snap doesn't look too nice. This can be a rising wedge. Or it can just be a ascending triangle. We have to see which way it breaks out, which way it holds. Currently, it looks like it is holding the resistance. It does look, it looks alright. I'm not too confident to play a call for this. QQQ does look like it's going up, and maybe snap is going along with it. For SPY did form a hammer over here, so that's good news. Looks like this does look like an inverse head and shoulders. Hopefully it does hold. Alright, so snap is currently going up. We can do a light scalp on this actually. I'll be eyeing a 65 call expiring. Let's play 0DT on this. So expiring today, 65 call at $23. Let's see if we Let's see if we can break this up here. So please put a like position in this. A 65 call for snap expiring today at $23. I'm gonna buy 2 just because this can be a rising wedge. I'm not too confident that this. Okay, we broke it. Okay, so 23. Okay, so calls are up 24. Okay, they're up $1. So that is let's see, 1 divided by 20. That is 4%. We're making 4%. Okay, it's up $2. So calls are up 7% for snap. Let's see if we can hold this. Looks like this rising wedge thing is gone. Looks like we broke it. So let's see, calls are up $2. So that is around 8%. We can see that SPY is also going along with snap. So, or let's say snap is going along with SPY. Let's look at snap flow. Alright, looks like snap puts are being sold, which is good news. We did see a bunch of call sell-offs, which is interesting. Oh, looks like snap just dropped. Okay, so we are at break even for snap. Looks like 0DTs are pretty the theta is pretty heavy on 0DTs. Okay, I'll be selling snap around $25. Looks like snap is going down to test that support. As I said, this play is not my favorite play. It does yeah, see, so yeah, I did cut that. Snap does look pretty interesting. I don't really like it. That's why I only took 2 options. I didn't take that many. And maybe SPY also tanked along with it actually. So SPY is going to need to hold around 416 and like 20 cents. That area. Okay, so snap did go down and test support. I'm going to keep a runner on snap. I will buy another contract at $19 for the 65 0DT. They did, okay, so a lot of people did sell calls. That's not good. But I'll play as a lotto because this can very well go up. So I do have a contract at $18. Tesla's ripping, someone said. Let's take a look at Tesla. I do have Home Depot as a falling wedge. Actually, yeah, Home Depot does look, it is testing support over here, which is technically resistance now. But let's take a look at Tesla. I did draw a Tesla. It was at resistance. Oh wow. Oh, Tesla is ripping. Wow. Okay, so I don't like playing Tesla calls just because it's too expensive. Especially now it's ripping, it can very well reach a top. Looks like it did break resistance today, which is good news. It's also going to pull up SPY, hopefully. Snap is just chilling there. I do have a call at $18. I'm going to just hold that as a lotto. But wow, Tesla. Okay, so in order for us to let's see where Tesla's going to reach a top. So Tesla looks like it's heading over the $635 range. Somewhere up here. Looks like we are kind of at resistance right now. Somewhere like over here. We are approaching resistance. We can look at Tesla flow. And no, I'm not going to be playing 0DTs on Tesla because that is highly risky. I hate playing 0DTs on expensive stocks because contract prices are going to be so jacked. Wow, okay, so there were a bunch of calls at $12.55 that were bought for Tesla that were 0DT, which is crazy. Okay. I don't know. Do you think it's too late to buy Tesla? See, look, these are all 0DT calls. Okay, so there are puts starting to flow in for Tesla, which is not good. There's 0DT puts, which means that Tesla's probably going to start going back down. Yeah, it's starting to consolidate over here. Ideally, we should have bought Tesla in this consolidation, but alright, let's take a look at Snap. Snap does look like it's kind of bouncing around. Alright, yeah, so on the 5-minute, it does look like this is an ascending triangle. I do have one snap call at 65 strike snap call at $18. looks like we can still break out to the upside. Yeah, Michael said it's too late. Yeah, in my opinion, it's also too late. Even though there are also calls being bought right now for Tesla. Actually, yeah, there are a few more calls being bought, but I'm going to leave it because it is kind of too late. For Snap, on the other hand, my call is currently up $3, so that is around that is 16%. Let's see if we can break this resistance and hold above it on the 5 minute. Let's take a look at SPY. Okay, so SPY does look like it's I don't even know what it's doing. It's like it looks like a bear flag, but it also looks like it's another shoulder. So we're gonna have to see. Yeah, see, look, Tesla is consolidating. I don't like how this candlestick is like really tiny, and you know, there's more wick to the upside, which means that bears are gaining more strength. I don't really like that. If we go into 1 minute, yeah, no, 1 minute's not going to help us too much. But yeah, Tesla doesn't look. You can kind of argue maybe it's just making a bull flag, but we're going to need more confirmation. Let's take a look. Okay, so Snap is starting to break out. Let's see. So Snap is at $20. Okay, so my contract's at $20. It's up $2. Looks like it's struggling to break that resistance. Really does. On the 15 minute, it does look like a bull flag a little bit. There's two like spinning tops, which marks that there is indecision, which is consolidation. My contract's at break even. As I said, this is kind of like a lotto, a risky play, because I am buying this before confirmation. You know, 3 minute chart kind of fooled us. It kind of did, but on the 5 minute chart, Snap does it is getting tight. Let's see here. Let's see. Looks like it's testing resistance again. I'm gonna, so guys, feel free to type in some tickers in the chat for me to chart. I know another interesting one I was looking at today was Sunrun, and it was forming the ascending triangle. It's been forming one on the 15 minute, which is a much longer term. Okay, so yeah, Tesla did fall. This does look like a bull flag. I'm not gonna rule that out. But keep in mind that this does go with SPY, and even though Tesla has been outperforming SPY for a couple of days, it can still very well fall. Yeah, so there are a bunch of Tesla puts coming in. Not a really good indicator to buy Tesla. Let's take a look at Snap. Alright, so still calls being sold, so we're still trying to decide whether or not to break this. Okay, so we did break resistance a little bit. Let's see if we hold it. We just need a new candlestick forming above it, so in 3 minutes we can see. Wow, okay, so Snap is going up. It is testing I guess there's some more resistance up here. I guess we can say that that counts as resistance. Around 60. Okay, so we did break that resistance actually. Alright, so my call is currently up $6, so that is 33%. So Snap calls are up 33% right now. Let's see if we can hold this price range. Oh, so we did form a new candlestick on the 15 minutes, so that kind of boosted us a little bit. Let's see here. So, looks like we did break out of this bull flag to the upside. Wow, what a breakout. So, we are currently testing, you know, there's more sets of resistance on here. Snap contracts are up 33%, so if you want to take profit, you can take profit right here. I'm going to set my stop loss for Snap at break even because 0DTs are super volatile. It can jump right back down to my entry price really quickly. So I'm going to set my stop loss at break even for Snap. Let's take a look at SPY. Alright, so SPY is just consolidating. It does look like a bear flag in my opinion. Doesn't look too friendly. But on the other hand, Snap does look really nice. Let's see. How's everyone's day so far? Alright, so Spy, it looks like it's fighting over, you know, which direction it wants to go in. As I said, this does kind of look like an inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, so Tesla is falling. Also, I don't like playing Tesla options on Fridays and 0DTE, so we are currently in a play too, so I don't like being in too many plays at once. Let's take a look at QQQ right now. Alright, QQQ does look like it's holding that inverse head and shoulders. Looks like it's creating like another small inverse head and shoulders down here. Actually no, not really. It looks pretty normal. Okay, 5-minute chart, QQQ. Look, so far the shoulder's holding. We're gonna have to break this to actually see if we can go all the way up here, and that's gonna determine if I'm bullish on tech or not for today. Let's see Snap. So we are currently testing resistance. Let's take a look at Snap Flow real quick. Okay, we did have a put that was just bought. Let's see why. Let's see how much it costs. The put is 30K expiring July 16th. And it is in the money put, so I'm not too worried. Oh, okay, so Snap is pushing. Okay. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, who in the chat took Snap? Let me know if you took Snap. Our call is currently still up $6. So that is around 33%. It is a 0DT, so it's going to be super volatile, and time decay is going to be pretty massive on Snap. What do I think about CLNE? Let me see. I forgot what stock that was. CLNE. I think that was a meme stock, wasn't it? Clean Energy Fuels. I have a slight feel. Yeah, this was a meme stock. Just by looking at it on my Robinhood chart, it does look like it's it has a cup and handle. Let's take a look. CLNE. Wow, this really looks like GameStop's pattern. This is the cup. We got a handle over here. Looks like an ascending triangle. So we got resistance over here. Support over here. This looks like a pretty nice... I gotta say, honestly, even though this is a meme stock, this pattern does look pretty nice. You see this cup over here? I actually kind of like this pattern. This does look like a cup and handle, with the ascending triangle as a handle. Yeah, even though this is a Wall Street bet stock, Wall Street bet stocks have been following patterns. This does look like a cup and handle. I like it myself. I'm gonna play it once it actually does break out, so I have confirmation. This is $12, so leaps probably won't actually be expensive on this, but still, confirmation's key. Oh wow, Snap actually did break out. Okay, let's take a look at Snap. Let's see where Snap contracts. Snap contracts are up $8, so that is... Snap contracts are up 44%. I am going to set my stop loss around 15%, so that is around $20, $21. I'm going to set my stop loss at $21 just to lock in profits. Alright, Snap contracts are up $9 now. So Snap contracts are up 50% actually. So I can actually put that into my P&L right now. I'm going to update my P&L right now. So 618, Snap, up 50%. So first play we took today it's up 50%, which is really nice. And it's still going up. Right now for Spy looks like it's trying to fight its way to past that 9 EMA. Let's take a look at Run, because I did see an ascending triangle. Okay, so yeah, excuse my really messy drawing, but if I start from the body of this candle and then chart down the wicks, you can see that Run does have some kind of ascending triangle over here after rallying for the past 2 days. I think around like 20%, I think, something crazy like that. Oh wow, Snap is pushing. Wow, okay. Someone asked me what leaps are. Leaps are basically contracts that expire like in like 1 year, 2 years. That kind of thing, like 2022, 2023. Snap contracts are currently up $11, so that is around 61%. So I'm going to set my stop loss around 30%. So 30% is around like $24. I'm going to set my stop loss at $23. So 66, is it 66? 11 divided by 18. It's 61%. Let me know who took Snap. Come on, someone has to take Snap. It looks like SPY starting to recover. Sunrun, it looks alright. Looks like breakouts around 145-ish. As long as you hold the support over here. Looks like Snap is having a field day today. What a breakout! Look at that. And let's just out of curiosity, let's take a look at Snap flow. All right, so yeah, we did have calls bought at 107, so that was 2 minutes ago. 105, that was like 4 minutes ago. So that's another way to look for confirmation. You see calls being bought, and these calls were actually 0 DTE, worth over 100K, which is actually a lot for a 0 DTE. So that was also good confirmation. So far for SPY flow, okay, so SPY is getting more bullish flow, so that is good news for SPY. Good news for that inverse head and shoulders. Okay, my screen. Okay, so a bunch of puts actually just came in. Yeah, they just came in. 109. That is not good. There are six June 30th puts, and their premiums are actually pretty high. I'm not even gonna lie. So, that is not good news actually. So, let's see where the Snap contract is at. So Snap is at $24, so it's $1 away from my stop loss. Let's see if it triggers my stop loss. Alright, so my stop loss just got triggered for Snap. My Snap contract did fall to $23, but it did go all the way up to 61%. So, that was a pretty good play, I gotta say. For the stream has been on 40 minutes. Someone's asking me how useful Flow is. Flow is actually really useful, and because these are options that big hedge funds are buying. And look at Snap. Thank God our stop loss kicked in, because Snap is falling back into our entry zone. But option flow is pretty it's pretty useful in my opinion, because big hedge fund, it shows you what big hedge funds are buying, and big hedge funds are the ones that are actually controlling the market. They're the ones who know that which direction the market's going to go. Looks like puts are being sold, which is good news. Looks like these strikes are similar, so these puts could probably be selling right now. SPY is going up. I don't know why they bought puts, but let's take a look at the neckline. But as I was saying, the flow, it helps you confirm which way a stock is going to go. And also, flow is good for lottos. As you can see in my P&L, I'm 9 out of 10. I'm 90% accurate on my lottery plays. And the only reason why I'm that accurate is because I use flow. So technically, it's not really a lotto, but since since my lottos are only based off of flow and nothing else, I do call it a lotto, because flow isn't always correct. It is pretty accurate, but it's not always that accurate. So there are SPY puts being bought and sold. Okay, so that is interesting. Okay. Let me take a look at QQQ flow actually. QQQ flow. Alright, so for QQQ flow, alright, so there was at 102, so it's already 10 minutes ago, there was a $1.3 million put that was bought for QQQ expiring June 30th. 130. Okay, so Sunrun does not look so good, okay. So 102, that was around, alright, so QQQ, that was around 101. So the put was bought somewhere around here. So, looks like that person who bought the put is playing this uptick on QQQ. And wow, QQQ did break that inverse head and shoulder pretty quickly, actually. I totally forgot about looking at that. I don't know, should we play a call here? I personally don't want to because I see a bunch of puts being bought for QQQ and there's really not much flow. In fact, there were just puts being bought for QQQ. Let's see. What am I using for order flow? I'm using TradyTix. The link is pinned on top of the stream. I do have a referral code. I think you get like a $10 discount, I think, for it. Okay, so Snap is kind of recovering. SPY is currently testing its neckline, actually. So, let's see. QQQ is getting bearish flow. I don't really like that. We can look at SPY flow. SPY flow does not look any better. Let's see here. Hold on one moment. Sorry about that, my mic had problems. Hold on one second. I apologize, my mic has problems, but we are back and QQQ is getting some sort of bullish flow. You know what, just for the fun of it, let's see if we can play SPY. It is currently testing the neckline. Alright, never mind, there is more bearish QQQ flow. Let me take a closer look at it. Okay, so two of them are leaps. Actually, no, both of them are leaps. Leap puts, so that means that QQQ can go down in the next few days. Usually when hedge funds buy leaps for any type of option, it's usually a swing because you know, hedge funds spend a couple $1,000s, so they don't want to really risk with a short expiry date. But usually day trades are weeklies, maybe options expiring the next week, maybe the week after that. They can all be considered day trades. Let's take a look at SPY flow. Alright, so it looks like people are selling their puts. I don't really know what's happening over here, but I can infer that they're probably selling because that's what's happening for the majority of the SPY calls or puts. Oh, Tim just said if he should pop on. Let's see. Should Tim pop on? Please answer in the chat. Let's see. I can FaceTime him if he wants to pop on. So far we had a 61% play for Snap. I am going to look at SPY real quick. Okay, so we did open another candle. Looks like 9 EMA just crossed the 21, which is good news. But ideally, I want to see this break the neckline. And also, don't forget the 15-minute, okay, 9 EMA. Looks like we did break the 9. We just have to hold it. As I said, confirmation is key. If there's no confirmation, it's as like safe as playing a lotto. You can also kind of see that there is an ascending triangle on SPY on the 15-minute. So we can possibly break to the upside, or if this resistance really strong, we can reject it. I doubt we are, but the market never fails to surprise me. Let's just put it inverse head and shoulders there just for the sake of you know, details. But so currently I see two bullish patterns. SPY flow does not look too well, actually. There are a bunch of leap puts being bought and sold, so I don't know what the hell hedge funds are doing right now, actually. So this put over here was just bought. It expires December 17th, 2021, which is next year's December. What EMA do I look at? Good question. So everyone uses different EMAs. Sometimes my EMA lines can get overwhelming for some people, which is understandable. Let me just remove all drawings up here. But for EMAs, let me go on the 1-day chart for simplicity's sake. I use the dark blue line's the 200 EMA. That's basically like long-term support. I have yellow line's 150 EMA. A blue line's 100 EMA. Orange is 50 EMA. Red is 21 EMA. And dark green is a 9 EMA. Usually on the 5-minute charts, I look at the 21, the 9 EMA, and the 50 EMA just because it determines an uptrend or a downtrend. For example, if the 9 EMA crosses down into the 21 EMA, that shows that the stock has more room to fall. But if the 9 EMA and 21 EMA both cross over the 50 EMA, that shows that there's a lot more falling to go. So I can't really find the example of when both the 9 and the 21 crosses the 50. Actually, yeah, over here. So over here, you see the 9 crosses the 21, the 50 crosses the 9 crosses the 50, the 21 crosses the 50, and sure enough, we fell even more. So that's a good indicator that I like to use. Keep in mind that EMAs are lagging indicators, so they're pretty much used for confirmation. Looks like SPY is struggling to go over this 417.2 mark. It is already 120, so markets should start going back. And keep in mind, Fridays are low volume, so do look at that. But if anyone else see any interesting patterns for the market, for anything, feel free to put that in chat. Let's see. Alright, so more SPY put spot. This one expires next year on July. Oh, sorry, 2021's this year. I apologize. Someone just told me 2021's this year. I totally forgot. So these puts are being... Okay, so I see some 0DTE puts just bought. Holy crap. Wow. There were a ton of 0DTE puts that were just bought over $1 million. Wow. Wow. These puts all over here, they're all worth almost $1 million. At least over 500K. That is not good for SPY. Wow. Okay. Alright, a put was just sold. Okay. And keep in mind, oh, okay, these puts are all being sold. Okay, that's good. But keep in mind, whenever someone buys a put that's 0DTE, or any like call or put that's 0DTE, that's worth $1 million, they need a damn good reason to actually buy that put over $1 million. That is 0DTE. Markets close in around like 2 hours, and if they buy a 0DTE that is worth over $1 million, they better have a really good reason to actually buy it, because that is extremely risky. Hedge funds aren't going to be spending $1 million on a losing trade. Looks like looks like all these puts are immediately sold. Looks like they were scalping that kind of consolidation over there. Let's just see. Looks like they're selling on their puts, which is good news. That was pretty scary, not gonna lie. Looks like they did sell it, which is good. SPY double top here. Yeah, I see that. It's gonna reject here, but let's see if we can, hopefully break out. This does look like a bull flag over here. On the 15-minute, it looks like we are holding the 9. This ascending triangle is holding on. I can adjust this, kind of. But looks like we need to hold above 417. So currently we are 3 cents above that. Does kind of look like a bull flag, kind of. We can even go more in detail on the 3-minute. Does kind of look like a bull flag. We are above the 9 on the 3, so we should be good for now. Okay, so one more SPY put just bought. This one is a next week expiration for 120K. So not too significant, but it is significant enough that there aren't any calls being bought for SPY, which means that maybe the hedge funds don't think we're going to break over this level. We're just going to have to wait and see. Let me check Intel real quick. Okay. Intel looks like it's just kind of holding, it's doing its own business. Possibly around the bottom. I'm not going to rule it out, but if you go into the lower time frame, this can look like a consolidation for a bear flag, which is not good. It doesn't really look like one, because it does look like it's kind of rounding itself. It is pretty oversold. Even on the 4-hour, Intel's about to cross into the 30 range for RSI. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay. That was a pretty hard rejection for SPY. Okay, so SPY's back down at 416.8. That was a pretty hard rejection, actually. So is it safe to say that those people that bought the 0DT SPY puts paper-handed, maybe? They probably sold out that, but I know if Tim's still on the stream, he's gonna you know understand what that means. He usually paper. I mean, I've been paper-handing some stuff too lately, but wow. So SPY, that was a pretty hard rejection for SPY. Looks like we're still holding on to that support. I can adjust it a bit more. It's not perfectly at the wicks. So wick over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So currently hit it 4 times. And keep in mind, when you draw out support and resistance lines, the least amount of points you should have is 3. That's like the least. If it's less than 3, it's not reliable at all. If it's only 2 points, you know, you can literally say anything's a point, anything's a resistance. You can say this is a resistance because there's 1, 2, but look, we just broke right through. So, all right, new candlestick just formed. We can even go even further in saying that, you know, this wick over here. Things are not looking good for SPY. So if we were to buy SPY call over here, thinking that this inverse head and shoulder is going to break out, you know, we'd be losing money right now. But since we did wait for confirmation, we're waiting for confirmation, seeing if we can break. We ended up not breaking, which means that SPY, so it ends up that, you know, we're going to have to see if this ascending triangle plays out actually. So let me take a look at QQQ flow actually. Oh, looks like Tim is on the chat. Tim, how's your paper handing journey? Okay, but Tim, you're not the only one. Look how many people paper handed SPY puts over here. Look at that. They sold SPY at 417 and SPY's at 416. So, you know, they paper handed. But let's take a look at QQQ flow. So we're not really sure if there are puts or calls that are being bought. Or sorry, puts are being sold or bought. I'm assuming that these are puts being bought. Oh wow, these puts are worth $5 million, $2.4 million, $5.07 million, 724K. So as I said, I'm not really sure if they're being bought or sold. I'm assuming they're being bought because I've never seen these before. And also QQQ is going down, I'm assuming, with SPY. It is, okay. So yeah, thank God we didn't play QQQ over here because we would have been losing money. Looks like we're still in this inverse head and shoulders pattern. For SPY, we can limit this to a wick maybe if this decides to go back up. Some people are selling their calls, so not looking too good for SPY, not looking too good for QQQ. That QQQ looks a lot better than SPY right now. Probably because the Dow is probably pulling down SPY. It is. So the Dow, I don't see an inverse head and shoulders, but I do see a ascending triangle. Somewhere around this point right here, this resistance. Looks like it has actually never reached that point. So we can mess around, maybe go on a 3-minute. It looks like this is like the real resistance over here. So if we go on a larger time frame. Okay, so yeah, so those are wicks. So if we go down to the body, we can see the resistance is somewhere around this region. There's really not enough support lines to chart off of, but looks like this is the ascending triangle we can play for the Dow. Yeah, it did bounce off. Okay, so the Dow did it did bounce. Hopefully it stays that way. For SPY, different story. I guess we can kind of go on a larger time frame maybe. So we the wick is over here. We play that wick over here. So maybe technically we're right on top of support. You can I don't know how biased this chart can be, but looks like we did bounce off the support. If I look at SPY flow again. Okay, so Really not much going on with SPY flow actually. Let's take a look. So there was another call that was just bought put that was bought 3 minutes ago. Expire. It's a 0 DTE, cost 102k. 2 minutes ago that was like when SPY was like just around tanking, I think. Yeah, 2 minutes ago was over here, so it bought this bear flag. Looks like SPY's going down. Let's see. If I want to be really biased over here, this can be like a support 1, 2, 3 if this bounces over here. Resistance, that's going to be like roughly like this. 1, 2, 3. This kind of bounces to 4, 5. This can be a falling wedge. It's on the 1 minute, so I'm going to take it as a grain of salt. And also this support's not that reliable. Looks like we are kind of semi-bouncing off of it. Okay, so 2 more SPY puts just bought. They are also both 0 DTEs, which is not good. QQQ, let's take a look at it. So QQQ flow also looking pretty bearish. Looks like SPY's respecting this support over here. It is getting pretty tight into that falling wedge. I don't even know if if this is a valid falling wedge just because of the support. It looks really unreliable. And it's also on the 1 minute, so this can easily break to the downside if it wants to. Is there any way we can get more daily live stream? Makes it much more learning. I will try my best to have more daily more live streams. They're definitely not going to be daily because I don't have time, but whenever I do have time, I'll be happy to have live streams. I can also do more Q&A sessions with Tim. You guys seem to enjoy that too. Alright, so SPY looks like it gapped down on the 1 minute. Looks like it's about to break out. I can adjust this resistance just to make it more safe for us. Let's see. Looks like we're right on the verge of breaking out. Let's see here. Let's take a look at SPY flow while we're looking. Okay, so really nothing going on. QQQ. Alright, so QQQ flow, it is pretty bearish. There was another SPY put that was just bought 1 minute ago. July 16th put, 378k. This can be a swing. I think it's too recent to be. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, so SPY did break out this falling wedge. Okay. Alright, so now we're talking. Okay. So now we just need to see if we can reclaim this 9 EMA. Looks like we bounced right off, so we might as well go all the way back down. There was a SPY put that was bought 1 minute ago, so I mean, take it whatever you want. Maybe it might just go back down. Let's see here. Looks like we are holding on to this level actually. Let's take a look at the Dow. Oh, the Dow did form a new candle. It's green, okay. Currently, Intel looks like it's still above the price where we averaged down, so we should be good for Intel. Our Intel calls expire on July 23rd, so we have plenty of time. Okay, so SPY looks like SPY is actually taking this falling wedge pretty seriously. Someone in the chat, yeah, Michael. Yeah, Michael. I really like Michael's live streams. It's really educational, and you know the thing about trading is you need to know what you're doing before you actually trade. You can't trade before knowing what you're doing. So the best part, best thing is to learn first, to paper trade. You know, whenever you do play a play, don't speculate, but always look for confirmation. That's gonna make you successful, and it's going to limit your risk. Because even though sometimes you know you see a really good pattern, patterns aren't always 100% accurate. They can break to the downside if it's a bullish pattern. So the best way to play this is confirmation. What I mean by that is this falling wedge does look like a pretty good place where we can buy a call. But the reason why I don't want to right now is because it is rejecting this 9 EMA, which is you know, a resistance for the a downtrend. If I want to play a spot, and also this is on the 1 minute, so it's not that like stable. But in order for me to be confident that SPY is going to go up, it needs to actually hold this 9 EMA. Alright, looks like we are, holding this pretty nicely. SPY is back at 416.77, so let's see here. Let's go on a larger time frame. So if I want to be a bit biased with my charting a little bit, looks like we did reclaim that support. Let's see here. Let's look at the Dow. The Dow is, and the reason why I'm paying attention more to the Dow is because the Dow's been pulling down SPY. It's been having a lot more control on SPY than tech itself. Yesterday Dow was down around like the same percentage as the tech was up, and SPY ended up closing red. And when tech did have its correction, the reason why SPY reached all-time highs was because the Dow was bumping. Oh wow, okay, so a ton more SPY puts that were just bought 3 minutes ago. 132, 132. These are July 16th, some of them June 25th. All averaging around like 100k per contract. And also these can also be bought as hedges, so yeah, we can see smaller contracts being bought, but let's look at QQQ as because that's tech. Really nothing to look at. And also we can look at some heavy weighted stocks on the SPY, so like Apple. 2 calls were just bought 2 minutes ago. Another SPY put just came in, expiring July 16th, which is not good. And also, whenever I think about buying a call, I always look at flow for confirmation. If I see something like this where it's all puts that were just bought, but there is a bullish pattern, I just end up not taking it because I'd rather be safer than sorry. Because as I explained, confirmation is important. Without confirmation, I won't take any trade. Let's see here. I'm just looking through chat right now. Alright. So, there was another put that was just bought a minute ago, but if you look at SPY, it's like, there's a divergence of flow in actual stock. So, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to wait and see. This ascending triangle is set to break out around 230, depending on if we actually hold the support. We did break through it once, but we immediately took control of it again. And we can also look at general options flow, actually. TradyTix is a really nice tool. There's a ton of stuff. You know what? While it's, SPY is kind of just like chilling right there, my screen is pretty minimized, so a bunch of the features you can't really see, but shows you the general options flow. For TradyTix, it shows you there's TradyTix AI, there's AI alerts, the day trade ideas, swing trade ideas, scanners for options, AI portfolios, crypto scan, all these fancy tools. And even myself, I haven't even fully explored this TradyTix tool, which is really just, it's overwhelming at first. It's really fancy. I love it a lot. But, let's look at SPY. Okay, so looks like someone did sell their SPY put. We can try to take a guess of who bought and who sold. So this strike is at 420. There was a put that was bought. Looks like this person has been holding this put for a long time, actually. So SPY looks like it. Let's see here. I don't know why this line keeps shifting. Maybe because I keep moving it without knowing, but if we can close above this support, that's ideally what I want to do. Currently, that's not happening right now. So we're going to have to wait for the next candlestick to form. Intel right now, how's Intel doing? Intel looks alright. The Dow looks a lot stronger than SPY. Well, not a lot stronger. Currently, it looks better than SPY with this bounce back. And one possible reason why SPY can be falling like this too is because Tech might be falling too. Yeah, Tech fell from that bounce while the Dow held. So SPY is probably going on Tech. Let's see. Yeah, but does anyone have any other day trade ideas? Let's look at AMD. AMD has been doing pretty well lately. Oh yeah, I was talking about how there was a possible Head and Shoulders. I also kind of see a diamond pattern on AMD. If you don't know what a diamond pattern is, it is a reversal pattern. Currently, it's a diamond top, which means that it's going to reverse to a downside if it does break out. Let's see here. I don't really want to day trade any puts because this can be a pretty long term. Let's see. We can see that. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I know Adi and Michael is in the chat. What do you guys think about this AMD diamond top? It might be better if we go on the 15-minute. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, okay. So, what do you guys think about the diamond top? Let me know in the comments. I feel like support's gonna be more accurate if I go on a smaller time frame, just because this gap down, this was a gap down, so it doesn't really like affect it. So AMD looks like it's set to break out around 2 to the downside. I'm not really sure if that's gonna happen. Sometimes diamond patterns can be continuation patterns. So as I said, we have to wait for confirmation. That's the key of calling out day trades or swing trades. Let me look back on SPY. SPY is just chilling around this 416.75 range. Looks like it's right below this support. I don't know why this line keeps moving. This is really annoying. But it's chilling right above support. Okay, so we finally got calls being bought for SPY. These are September 30th calls. They are both in the money. Premiums are average around 330k, which is not bad. It can be a swing. It's interesting how it's expiring in September, so it's probably anticipating that we might do well next week. JetBlue looking strong, so oversold. Yeah, I think all airlines are pretty oversold. Oh, look at that. The Dow actually did go up afterwards. So JetBlue does look. I'm assuming JetBlue is going to be similar to United. So Michael said this is on the 1 day. Okay, let's take a look. Oh wow. Okay. This was from a long time ago. I don't even know what I was drawing here. But looking at JetBlue, looks like it bounced right off the 200 EMA actually, which is pretty. It's good for that stock. It is oversold. TTM squeeze does look like it. Selling momentum does look like it's still continuing. I'm gonna have to see if this is a consolidation bear flag or maybe if this is a actual reversal. If I want to chart out some descending support. You can say this counts as descending support. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 points over here. If I want to draw some support, this would be resistance. This would be resistance. It has been in a constant downtrend. JetBlue can go all the way up to $17 and $17 and like 75 cents ish today or tomorrow. Okay, Michael's saying that there is bullish flow for JetBlue. Let's take a look. Oh wow. Okay, so JetBlue. So for JetBlue, there is bullish flow. They all expire somewhere around August. Some of them expire in January of next year, which gives us the gives us a signal that JetBlue probably has reached its bottom. Maybe it can be a good swing. But also, whenever I look at airlines, I compare them with other airlines' flow. So I always look at different airlines like United. I'll look at their flow to see if it kind of matches. It's mainly bullish. If you look at American Airlines, also pretty bullish. Also Boeing also works. Boeing kind of is in like the same kind of like sector area. It's like the same category. Boeing also looks pretty okay. Looks like there's a lot of people selling calls, but there's also a lot of buyers for calls. And if you look at short expiry, somewhere around here, where short expiry, you can see that, okay, so there was a call I just bought, but there were also puts bought, calls sold. So there's kind of some mixed data, but if you look at, Southwest Airlines, most of these airlines are getting bullish flow, which is good news for JetBlue and other airlines like United. Definitely good news. So, what site is this called? It's called TradyTix. I have it pinned on top of this chat. I can paste it again. That's what I use. I like it a lot. It's definitely a really good tool. Let's see here. SPY. Alright, so it looks like people are selling their puts a little bit. Someone sold their, okay, so looks interesting. 342, 334. This was at 334. This hasn't updated yet. Let me see. QQQ. More puts being bought for SPY. This one's at 342. Okay, 342. Okay, so this is the relevant. Okay, flow. Okay. One more put just bought. This one is a July 16th. 101k put. This is out of the money, which is not very good. More calls being sold. Let me take a look at the SPY chart real quick. Oh wow, okay. It doesn't look like, okay, so our new 15-minute candlestick just formed. If we go into 5 minute, this does look like a bull flag. If we do hold this, doesn't look like it. I think we might go back down. Yeah, it looks like we're going back down. I guess that rising wedge breakout didn't really hold. Sorry, that falling wedge breakout. We might be able to double bottom down here, hopefully. People are selling their puts, so maybe there might. Oh yeah, look at that. SPY is melting, not melting down, but falling down. Alright, so if we bounce off here, that is good news. Doesn't look like we're bouncing off. Okay, maybe we did. There's really nothing we can play right now. I mean, if you guys see any, I know Airbnb was doing really good today. Let's look at Airbnb. Ooh, okay. I see a beautiful rising wedge on Airbnb on the daily chart. This can be a nice put swing, honestly. This is a beautiful rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. Looks like an inverse cup and handle on the larger, picture. This actually looks like a really nice short, depending on like confirmation wise. Can y'all send bear vibes to FedEx for me? Did you play a put for FedEx, Michael? Oh wow. Okay, so FedEx, looks like FedEx filled that gap pretty quickly today. Normally I would be a bear in these types of market conditions, but this does look like a pretty nice bull flag over here. That's interesting. Yeah, I can't really look at the 5 minute, but depending on where this candlestick goes, if it reclaims the 9, this can look like an inverse head and shoulders if it does go down and form it. Yeah, this looks interesting. Oh wow, okay, SPY does not look really nice. Okay. Looking at the Dow, it did break support over here. SPY looks really weak. It definitely looks interesting. Okay. So far we only had 161% play on Snap, which is really good. SPY, on the other hand, is not looking so well. We can hopefully maybe form like a bullish abandoned baby candlestick pattern, which is, you know, you gap down, the candlestick gaps down, and then you gap up again, leaving this candlestick. Oh, look at that! Wow, look at that. Okay, this is possibly never mind. Nope, never mind. I was about to say, if this kept going up, this can be like a bullish abandoned baby pattern, which is a bullish reversal. Looks like that's not really the case over here. I'm really tempted to draw another falling wedge, but I don't really see one right now. Let's see here. Does this count? Nah, that's pretty. That's not really good support. SPY flow. Alright, so there are some calls. Okay, we finally got calls coming in. Two calls were just bought. They were bought 2 minutes ago. So they're probably down on the calls. One of them expires in February 18, 2022, so that's definitely a swing. Another one expires this December 17th, worth 259 million. Sorry, 259k. More puts being sold just now. Looks like we might be going to a bottom. Fingers crossed. And if we look at the larger picture, this can just be another, we can just be forming a shoulder over here. So here's this first shoulder, the head, second shoulder. This second shoulder is kind of large though, so who knows. We can also see that never mind. I was about to say this can be like a falling wedge over here, but it's questionable. It's quite questionable. Yeah, this is a questionable falling wedge. I won't really take this seriously as a falling wedge. More SPY puts being sold, which is good, but we are still continuing to fall. Do you look at VIX while trading SPY? I sometimes do, and we can take a look at it right now. So VXX or I think VIX actually works on TradingView. So VIX, looks like it was consolidating, kind of broke out. Yeah, there was a symmetrical triangle over here. Looks like it broke to the upside. So I guess secondary resistance is over here. So we're actually right at, okay, yeah, VIX broke resistance. Looks like, I don't know if we can hold it. Hopefully not. Let's see. If we go in a smaller time frame, yeah, that does not look really good. Our best bet here is for this candlestick to close below it. Currently for SPY, looks like a hammer, kind of like spitting top pattern. And keep in mind quad witching or triple witching, I forgot which one was. I think it's quad witching. It is in an hour, so there's going to be a sell-off maybe a volatility, strong, high volatility. Maybe some stuff can either shoot up or shoot down really quickly. We're going to have to see. Or maybe nothing happens at all. Sometimes nothing happens, and that's the beauty of quad witching. So let's see here. So Michael's saying that Wish is looking like a good. Okay, so VIX does look like it's not holding. Hopefully that's the case. Maybe I jinxed it. Wish does looks like in a blue flag. Michael, what pattern do you see on Wish? Oh, this can be a cup and handle actually. Yeah, this looks like a cup and handle. Honestly, it doesn't look like a bad YOLO. Like over here. This is the handle. So okay, so for me to be bullish on Wish because of this cup and handle, um, which really looks pretty nice. Someone's saying that I should get another 0DT. I'm not gonna rush one if I don't see a really good play, and you know, safety's first. Just like in real life, safety in stock markets first. Always look for confirmation. If you don't see confirmation, you don't buy. Don't speculate too much. For me to be bullish on Wish, I will need to see this first break out of this resistance over here around like $11.84, and also break this rim of this cup, so that's around like $12.10. So until we break that, I'm not bullish on Wish. It does look like a pretty nice bull flag though. And we have more SPY calls being bought. Let me take a look. So there are a bunch of puts being sold, some calls being bought. Alright, so let's take a look at SPY at the moment. Alright, so we are recovering a little bit. Also, people in the chat, I see that there's still a couple people in the stream. Do you guys have any questions? Any question about flow? Any question about charting? Currently, it's pretty. Markets are pretty slow. I like this Wish play. It is on the 30 minutes, so it's a longer term play. I can see a breakout around as soon as today, actually, around like 3:30, or if not next week. Exactly, 12.10, 12.11. That's the price I'm going to be looking at. Also, keep in mind this is Wall Street bet stock, and also the benefit of flow. You can look at what's about to pop, what's about to snap on flow, even for Wall Street bet stocks, because hedge funds also play Wall Street bet stocks. Believe it or not. I see a bunch of bullish flow for a Wish. Let's see. Okay, so there's 0DT calls that were bought for Wish around like 12 minutes ago. They didn't spend much money. It's only 28K, but 10 minutes ago Wish was like, let's see, it's on a 1 minute chart. 10 minutes ago Wish was somewhere around down here, so around here, so they'd be making money if, you know, they sold up here. So that's also the benefit of flow. You get to predict what's going to happen next, because it's not guessing. Hedge funds control the market. That's just how it is. And yeah, looks like Wish is doing quite well. Okay, so SPY opened on top of this resistance over here. Looks like this resistance is a valid resistance. My hope is it does break it. And also, I think the shoulder's kind of getting too large to actually being an inverse head and shoulders. So I might dismiss the inverse head and shoulders about this. VIX did reject this resistance, actually. It's kind of interesting. SPY rejects descending resistance. VIX also rejects descending resistance. So it's quite interesting. Let's see. Let's keep charting support. So looks like VIX is ready to pop around 18th 405. So okay, so VIX is probably gonna pop somewhere around market close. I'm assuming VIX is gonna pop up just because there's gonna be triple witching and volatility is gonna be high. But who knows? Markets never surprise me. If I look at SPY flow, okay, another call just bought. We can see what call that is. That is a 227K call. Okay, there was a put that was just bought, a $3.1 million put that was just bought for SPY, which is not good. So this put over here worth $3.1 million, expiring next June in 2022. What software do I look for options? That software is called TradyTix. It looks for option flows. It's just for I know Michael was pretty obsessed with it. He can explain that to you. At this point, he's probably better around this software than I am. Someone's asking me if I'm bullish on X. Let's take a look at X, shall we? I know X is one of those stocks that don't follow SPY like that much, so we can take a look at X. Wow, Wish's setup just looks too nice. Let's take a look at X. Ooh, okay. This looks interesting. If I chart, no, I don't really see any support actually. It is quite oversold though. If I go on the daily. Alright, so it did bounce off the 50 EMA today, which is good. Sorry, this is a 100-day EMA, which is even stronger. This is good. I don't think X has touched this 100-day EMA since October of 2020. So it fell from $28 all the way to $22. It's not really oversold just yet. It did bounce off some pretty crucial support, which is good for now. Like on the 4-hour chart, it bounced off the 200 EMA. This can possibly be a bear flag. Just be careful of that. On the hourly, this can, I guess you can qualify something as a falling wedge somewhere down here. I don't really see anything, so I'm not gonna chart it out. Yeah, this does look like a bear flag. I think it's gonna go all the way up to the 9 EMA and reject it and keep going down. Definitely not a good swing play for this right now. Another Discord had an X call option a few days ago. So a few days ago, X was... Alright, so I think maybe they called it somewhere over here a few days ago. Maybe they think that this large drop is going to recover. Personally, I don't like that because it rejected the 9 EMA. There's no confirmation. Let's take a look at SPY, shall we? So we are working on breaking that resistance over here. Let me just adjust the wicks real quick. Looks like we just rejected resistance. This does kind of look like a bear flag kind of thing. Like a dead cat bounce kind of thing, like it recovers halfway and it goes back down. I'll adjust support. Yeah, this did go right back down. There was another SPY call that was just bought though. This one expires July 9th, worth 126k. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, well, I'll have to see. For X, I'm really tempted to draw a falling wedge here, like kind of like this, but this probably doesn't really count as support, but you know, it's another point. I guess it kind of does because it falls and then, you know, bounces, but there's another support over here, another support over here. If we chart resistance, nah, this is not resistance, like somewhere around here, this wick over here. Maybe we can see a possible reversal around Monday at 10:30. So, like I said, for X to be reverse, I need to see this break the 9 EMA. Looks like we got some more bullish SPY flow. This time it's people selling puts, and these puts are actually pretty heavy. A July 16th put was just sold for 250k. A January 21st put expiring 2022 was sold for 625k, which is good news. Michael saying draw as a channel. Let me see if is there a channel? Oh, I guess there kind of is actually. Somewhere like something like this, and then like this. There's another channel from up here, like this. Is that what you're talking about, or is it on like such a much smaller scale? Like maybe it's like this. SPY just broke wedge. Fingers crossed, upside or downside. Ooh, okay. Oh, now we're talking. I did not see that. Wow, okay. Now we're talking. So now we are going to be testing the neckline again. Hopefully 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times the charm. Wow, I did not see that. Let's see. Spy flow. Okay, more puts being sold. No wonder why people are selling puts. Spy did break out on the upside, which is good news. Let's see here. So we're gonna have to see if Spy breaks resistance. It doesn't really look like that. I can adjust resistance somewhere up here because the wick is up here. It rejects here. It kind of holds here, rejects here, rejects here. So, let's go in a larger time frame. Okay, so on the 15 minutes, if we play the same ascending triangle, it's not really an ascending triangle anymore. I mean, I've been adjusting it so much, but there's still kind of possibly a rounded bottom, possibly. We did break above the 9 EMA, which is good. It doesn't look like we're holding it though. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. Let's see here. How's everyone's day so far? Oh yeah, we're not holding this. I don't see any new Spy flow. It's already 2 o'clock too. Let's see. I've been doing this for an hour and a half, which is a long time. Alright, any last minute questions? Looks like Spy is looking to break this. I'm gonna be ending the stream soon. Does anyone have any last minute questions in the chat? I'll wait for like 5 more minutes and then hopefully we can see a neckline break very soon. Any questions? Any comments? Anything you want me to chart? Alright, I don't see anything so far. Maybe my stream's delayed, but who knows. We did make a 61% play. Someone's asking me CELH. Let's take a look at that. I've never heard of this personally. Oh, and by the way, there's another Spy put that was just bought. This one expiring 6/25, so that's a next week expiry. It might be a day trade, honestly. Let me take a look at CELH. Oh yeah, look at Wish. This actually does look like a bear flag, actually. Not gonna lie. Celsius Holdings. Oh well, okay, so it had a nice gap down today. This might have been yesterday. Oh no, it was a week ago actually. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it's slowly filling it. I don't really see anything. I do see a channel, that's about it. I see this channel over here. The support channel's a bit messier. Like this, kind of. And it's not even like that. Let's make this parallel and then kind of do this. I guess it's kind of like support channel. Doesn't really look that nice to me. So if no one else has any questions, I'm going to be ending the stream here. I am going to do another Q&A session soon. I'm going to be releasing a video watch list this Sunday. I am going to leave next week on Thursday till July 2nd because I have a volunteering thing to do in Philadelphia. If you guys live in Philadelphia, reach out to me. Maybe, we might cross paths, who knows, but could it be a swing because of a gap fill for CELH? I'm not going to swing this just because of the gap. If you see a reversal pattern or if you see something that looks bullish, I can swing it, but just because of the gap, you might want to buy a leap for it, I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream now, so